Hi, my name is Emily. Welcome to my holiday garden. It's the place where dreams are cultivated. I have a great show planned for you today. It really is all about the holiday, the Christmas holiday. See you in a minute. Welcome back. I thought today what we would do is focus on our holiday traditions. I happen to have found an old FTD piece hanging around. You can see it looks like the stump of a log. You know, in this economy, things are pretty tough, and I know that you can do just about anything on a shoestring. I also realize that a lot of you do not have FTD pieces hanging around your house. However, I bet you have this log that's got a hollow in it. How many times have you seen this in the woods, or in your woodpile for that matter? Great base for this arrangement. Just going to take a piece of floral foam, pop it in there, or an old coffee can. Have you ever seen these placemats? I actually did this for a friend of mine that had a Hawaiian wedding. After cutting the placemats, cover the can like so. There's a great base for this Christmas tree. I'm going to call this the Woodland tree and show you how it's done. I have one that's been started, but I'm going to show you exactly how the form is done and what materials you can use. I'm sure you have balsam at your fingertips, just those branches that you cut off the bottom of the Christmas tree that you actually buy. Oftentimes you find that at the end of the stump you have to cut some of that off. Save those. We can make a nice table arrangement for your kitchen, or maybe a little Christmas present for somebody you know. Some lovely juniper that's blueberried. I really do like this. This reminds me of Christmas. And how many of us have arborvitae in our yard? How lovely is that? But for this piece, I really would like to maintain using the taxus or the yews that you have in your yard. Little secret, all greens, all of our Christmas trees are cut pretty much around the same time. You have to wait for 3 hard frosts. Once that happens, the sap stops running and the greens will stay all winter long. You just need a good pair of pruners and snip. Reap the bottom of the branches so that you have a clean sprig to be able to place into the floral foam. Now I'm going to turn this upside down because I have actually started it for you. You can see that when you're doing an arrangement like this, you have a top point, and the bottom is just like you are doing a round arrangement. That means there's going to be 5 points. 5 points meaning you're going to make the circle. I hope you can see that. Flip her up and just begin. I have floral foam that I've soaked. Take some wire, like so. That's how you cut your floral foam. Place this on the hollowed out log, and I can see that I'm not going to be able to get that in without too much pressure. So I'm going to trim it a little bit, like so. And like so. Give it that little pressure that it needs to get in, and my base is set. I'm going to take my yews and I'm going to start making the base by reaping the bottom sprigs off and making a placement of 5. Don't worry if it's not exactly perfect. You're going to do a lot of filling in between now and the end. These are called set points. And 5. Now I'm going to flip this so that you can see that I have indeed formed a circle. What you're doing is a skeleton of the tree. So you have to have these points. Normally I would put the top piece in first. While I'm filling this space in, this might be a nice time for us to reflect a little bit on Christmas past. You know, I've been doing this show for about 3 years now. We've had some great Christmas episodes. So watch this. I'm at Norman and Ronnie Fontaine's home here in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. And as you can see, we got a light show going on.
Hark
Why don't you join me now as we take a trip to that miniature garden in Rehoboth and examine the little tree farm. I'm here at the home of John and Judy Clow in Rehoboth, and we're looking at a fabulous garden. I love this thing. They have a train garden set up in their yard. But this is something that you both share as a hobby.
Yep.
Right. And basically, you can do whatever you want at different times of the year. And I hear tell that miniatures are big these days.
Yes.
There's magazines, there's all kinds of things that you can get. Everything has to be scaled.
Right. This car here came from Alaska. This is fairly inexpensive, and you can go as high as $6,000 for a large setup.
You also have to have power. They've got this situated in front of a picture window so they can watch this from inside.
We can have our cocktails and watch.
Sounds good to me. The landscape can change. You can do something for Halloween, you could do something for any other holiday, a little party if you were having one. I'm sure you could have water features too. There's everything done. And some people do the dollhouses, so there's no reason why that couldn't be in the whole set. Imagination would just be all that you needed to have a train garden in your backyard. You certainly don't need to have a lot of space. I have a great show planned for you today to show you how to make a living wreath, talk a little bit about the greens. Stay tuned because there's a lot of folklore and origins in this holiday. I'm holding in my hand a wreath that I made just a little while ago so that I could demonstrate to you how to make it. It's primarily made of boxwood, and it's called a living wreath because it's made in a sphagnum wreath base. So let's get to work here. See you in a minute. Welcome back. Might be time to add some balsam. At this point, you might want to take out a knife to take those branches and clean them off for obvious reasons. You're working with a piece of floral foam. You don't have a lot of space. Now I've pretty much got my shape set with the greens that I've chosen to do my main greens. I'm sure you all have white pine. Whenever you introduce another shrub, it may end up having a different texture, as this does. How about some holly? Very apropos for Christmas, I'd say. Ah, winterberry. Ilex verticillata. It is a type of holly. It's deciduous, meaning that it's decided to drop its leaves. Well, I think that about does it. We part until we meet again. See you next time here in Emily's Garden. Happy holidays.